Hi, welcome back to my channel, everyone. It is Krista here doing the weekly reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is for the week of November 7th through to November 14th. I'm going to be doing a focus on home and relationships this week. This is a general reading for your sign for all Aries, Sun, Moon, and Risings. Whatever is most prominent in your life this week, I encourage you to take these messages and apply them to, and hopefully you find them helpful and healing. So what does Aries need to know about home and relationships this week? All right, Aries, we have your cards out. I'm just going to get a little snapshot of what's going on with all of these influences together. And then, as always, we'll look at these one by one. Basically, what I'm seeing with regard to home and relationships for you this week is just feeling really fanciful, feeling as though things are kind of going tickety-boo. Unless you're looking for problems this week, you're not going to find any. And you could be anticipating some kind of shift for the relationship or for your home, not necessarily not in a negative way, but just as though you're moving away from something more than likely that isn't working for you anymore. And this is about something that isn't working for the home or for the relationship, not just for you, right? Whether this is a physical move that you're making from home to home right now, or if you're even thinking about that, or for the first time in a long time thinking about, a new home for your family or your loved ones. It could be a discussion that you'll begin in the near future, but it will be one built around excitement and anticipation and about the enjoyment of moving to another level as opposed to, being forced to do something you don't want to participate in. But basically seeing a lot of love, a lot of joy, a lot of appreciation here, a lot of satisfaction, generally speaking, here for you. So with regard to home and relationships, really lovely to see this for you for the week. Let's dive into each individual card and see why I've made this snapshot for you. So here with Poise representing you this week, this really is just a nice way of understanding that you feel capable, okay? Not only content, but you feel capable to handle anything that comes your way around the home or around relationships. When I say relationships, I do mean romantic relationships, familial, peer relationships, work relationships, and I do always include the relationship you have with yourself, okay? You are a person, so you matter, and what you think of yourself and how you treat yourself is really important. It also helps to dictate how you let other people treat you and how you let other people talk to you. So the relationship you have with yourself is really important. And it looks like you are really aware of how important that is, and you've given a lot of time and energy to feeling good, okay? Probably, this usually happens anytime we put effort into making significant changes that are healing or that we need to help heal parts of our lives. usually has to do with having come out of something that was difficult, right? But it didn't drag you down, it didn't break you, and even if it was uncomfortable or difficult for a short period of time, you've risen above it, you've gone beyond it, and and this has encouraged you to feel stronger, to feel healthier, and generally speaking, just to feel like you are capable and confident in the face of really anything this week, even if changes are afoot here. But like I said, this will be significant changes, or at least the discussion about changes that have to do with what's best for everybody, and everyone's included, right? This isn't going to be you being forced into something, or your back is against the wall, or anything like that. And it could be fun to start talking about this stuff with family and friends, or just to start imagining in your own life, you know, what sort of changes are due for family members and friends, or even your business or your home life, say in the next, I would say, 2 to 3 years. And the reason I'm even doing home and relationships is that we have a full moon here this weekend, beginning in Taurus, and we're looking at possessions, right? We're looking at relationships and possessions, love affairs, and what matters to us, right? Our value systems. So if you are looking at anything that is involving changes, it's going to be a matter of excitement here for you and your family. Here with Milk and Honey, in the influence to the current position is you really basking in this sense of gratitude, right? An attitude of gratitude, and it's a solve-all, right? It's like it's a problem solver, even in the face of contrast or conflict or upset of any kind here. If you've paid attention to taking the high road mentally and psychologically, even spiritually for the past several weeks, you're going to feel the benefits of that this week. Certainly, if you have been struggling, a nice idea to get through this week, Aries, is just to be grateful. Show that attitude of gratitude, put that best foot forward as often as possible, and don't tolerate anything less from people around you. You'll attract this as well as be projecting this, and it will make a big difference. You probably already feel in your life that it has. Here with Serendipity as a probable outcome, look at this. First of all, it's a 4-leaf clover, which is, you know, you're surrounded by horseshoes and 4-leaf clovers right now, or at least there's a feeling that you are. Also, there's a level of very high satisfaction, first of all, with yourself, with your decisions, with your friendships, you know, all areas of your life, but certainly whatever you're addressing this to in a general sense. For you this week, it's going to be touching in those areas as well. If you do feel like you're being bombarded with something, or if something's really heavy, or you're finding something difficult this week, try to stay calm in the face of aggression or problem solving or decision making this week, and or even rest on it, put it aside, take a break from it, even sleep on something that's difficult this week, and you might find that you'll wake up with an answer, or you'll wake up refreshed and be able to solve things more easily. I don't see you trying to push anything this week either, so I think this is going to feel very natural for you. I don't feel like anything's going to be forced for you this week. You're sort of carried away on a sense of serendipity here, on a sense of what feels like a little bit of luck, right? Someone's looking over you, someone's looking after you. I'm going to suggest one of two things, possibly both, is the result, the cause of that. One, that you don't make excuses for problems anymore, that you say, I'm going to tackle them and I'm not going to be a victim of that anymore, even if it's coming from within, you know, stories we tell ourselves, narratives that we insist are true, even when by and large they're just thoughts and feelings, and you can change them, and you've made an effort to do that. And also this sense of just being in the right place, right time, like things just fitting where they're supposed to fit right now. So feeling as though things are fitting, that you're being carried in the right direction, due to a sense of serendipity, which is really just a sense of maybe even coincidence, but also a great sense of understanding that you do deserve the best, and you are willing to live the best life for you. Okay, and that's half the battle, right? Sometimes we can have anything that we want in front of us, and then we talk ourselves out of it somehow, even subconsciously. But that's not on your plate this week. You're like, yeah, give me the good stuff. I'm ready for the good stuff. I'm feeling like I'm part of the good stuff. And lo and behold, there it is for you. A change in the wind is the general energy card for the whole week for you. This is where we're looking at some things, even if it isn't direct upset or a change in plans necessarily, that you're going to be perfectly poised to handle, or perfectly capable of dealing with, and in short order as well. Like any problem or issue that arises will be solved in short order. But on the other hand, if we're looking long term here, like I mentioned, both home and relationships, there could be some additions. There could be some changes that you're planning for, okay? Again, I don't see any significant upset here. I see that there could be shifts or changes that are coming about that are going to be exciting, and really that aren't really, what would we say, shocking. They're not going to be shocking to you. And they're probably going to be uplifting. It's just going to be a little bit of planning that needs to be involved there. So really a nice week to talk to a spouse or a partner. If that's the case, if you really want to start looking at that dream home, for example, or that dream property, might be a nice week to do that, or a nice couple of months, over the next couple of months to do that. And start taking action perhaps in the new year. Here with freedom as one of your additional cards, this is a glorious sense of relating to your surroundings and in understanding yourself. Once you just know who you are and you make no excuses for that, no bones about that, that is capital F freedom, my dear Aries. I really feel like you could be feeling on top of the world this week because of that. And like I said, it's going to persist in your energy, okay? So not only in your perceptive energy, the way people react to you, but what you're projecting into the world. People are really going to be delighted to be in your company. Some really fantastic things could be happening for you this week, or have just happened, and you're in process of celebration, even if it's very personal, okay? Even if it's in a general sense very personal to you, your body, your job. It doesn't have to be about your home family, your whole family, or all of your relationships, but certainly those areas of your life will benefit, right? People will feel happy for you, or they'll benefit directly because of this. So just a really nice week for you with regard to home and relationships this week. And just feeling, like I said, like you're on solid ground. You know yourself. And really that's half the battle, isn't it? Just knowing what you want, what you don't want, knowing yourself truly as who you are, as opposed to, what you're supposed to be. This whole message of, you're supposed to do this at this time. You're supposed to do that. At this level of self-acceptance has, at any stage in your life, whatever stage in your life you are right now, is really helping you understand how to feel positive and how to benefit from positivity. So here in your final card, we have stealth. Really not surprised to see this as well. As I mentioned early on, there probably is going to be an element of planning here, even for the long term, or even a discussion around planning, around home, around relationships, how to achieve greater things together. Now that you've perhaps achieved something that's very important to you, or you've solved an issue or a problem here that was taking up a lot of time and energy, now you can say, oh, okay, I have something else in mind. It's time for the next level. Time to try something new here, and time to really challenge myself to, put something in motion here where you can track yourself, okay? You want to really make a distinct plan, an order for how to accomplish something here. And you'll be doing that by stealth. You can let other people know, or they don't have to know. But it's important for you to understand how to do that. You may find that you could get tripped up with this. So if it turns into, stealth as in secrets here, you want to steer clear of secrets or of anything underhanded, including what someone might be bringing into your environment as well. If there are secrets being, floated around, gossip, that type of thing, you want to stay clear of that. That's really low vibrational energy. It's just going to steal from you. Just say, that's nice. Let's talk about something else, or let's talk about my dreams and goals, and really raise that vibration again here. Anytime you see stealth, especially with a lot of beauty, a lot of nirvana here, you want to make a plan around it, okay? You want to use that energy to make a plan. and put that attitude or that energy, as it were, to service. Okay, you want to make it work for you. You don't want to make it work against you. So I really feel very positive about your reading this week. A lot of freedom, a lot of joy, really feeling like things are working out. And even if something is upsetting or something comes your way you thought had been put aside, or you want to solve, it will be solved rather quickly. So just keep that attitude of gratitude for yourself this week. That is your reading, Aries. If you have a comment, please leave it below. I love hearing from you. If you liked the content, like my video. And if you like what I'm doing here, you can subscribe to my channel. It is free to do that. So until we meet in the next video, take excellent care of yourselves. And until then, bye for now.